afternoon. I'm Erica Scheider, the chief of the Roseville Police Department, and just some great news to share that just transpired in the last couple minutes. We have located the 6-year-old that has been missing throughout the day. So a huge relief for all of the first responders that were out here, the neighborhood, and most importantly, his family. So we're just really appreciative of everybody that helped us today. All of the police officers, firefighters, State Patrol, BCA, and all the other agencies that came to try to locate this 6-year-old. So best outcome you can have, and we're just really, really happy to have him back home. I'm happy to answer any questions too.
Can you talk about what led up? I know the BCA report initially said that left on foot. Did he just walk out of the house? Was the door unlocked? Can you talk about sort of how we got to this point?
Yeah, so we were called this morning around 8 o'clock of a missing child. And so officers and firefighters immediately began searching the area. As far as what transpired in the last couple minutes, I literally was walking down here to give you an update when we heard that he was located. So I haven't had a chance to get all the details of where he was located, but we did have search and rescue teams. We had dogs in the area. We had a drone overhead. I'm just not sure what ultimately led to his rescue. It's just a couple minutes old, but certainly details that we'll get later on. Most importantly, we're just so glad that he's back home with his family.
A couple questions about why an Amber Alert wasn't issued earlier this morning. Can you go into why that decision may or may not have been made?
Yeah, so we were working with the BCA closely on whether an Amber Alert would be going out. We started with notifying the entire area of Roseville, asking people to check cameras, and we were hoping to get some more information to really push out that alert. So we started with the missing person, and we were talking about whether an Amber Alert would be appropriate. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of information. We didn't have any kind of vehicle we were looking for. We just had that missing person alert, which is what we pushed out right away as soon as we confirmed this morning that he was gone.
Well, while we've been standing here, we've had a couple neighbors coming saying, how can I help? I want to help in the search. Can you just touch on what the community of Roseville is like when something like this happens?
We have an amazing community. People came out, people came to the scene here. We were actually just in the process of coordinating a community search group that was going to search some of the area parks and some of the other areas that we just didn't have enough first responders to do. So thankfully we didn't need them, but Roseville's a great community and people are willing to step up, especially when their neighbors need help, and today is just a great example of that happening. So many people coming out to just wanting to help in any way.
I know you don't have much details, but was he found by one of the folks with Roseville, or where was he found?
Yeah, my understanding is he was found by one of our search teams. We had several search teams out conducting searches of all the different houses, and it's a lot of wooded area behind this. And so we had a number of search teams, and we're doing a grid search this afternoon is when he was found.
How many personnel was involved? We saw the firefighters. Can you talk about the scope of this search today?
Yeah, I don't have an exact number. We can get you that, but I will tell you, we've had so many calls from agencies offering their services. We've got the BCA, we've had Ramsey County, we've had New Brighton. Again, there's been people covering our calls. I'm sure I'm forgetting folks, but we called in all of our officers on overtime, so we've got a lot of fire staff here and police department staff. When you have a call like this, I mean, I'm a mom, your heart just absolutely breaks, and you do everything you can, and you call in every available resource you can to come and find this child.
Is the child's house along the road down here? Is that where his family lives?
Yeah, his family does live in this area, yes. Yep.
So was that part of the search then, was to not expand further out? Especially talking about 6-year-olds, to kind of start close and kind of work around from there?
Yeah, so we had a number of different searches throughout the day. We were searching the neighborhood. We also had different locations that we were searching. There were some pond areas that they were actually doing search of those ponds. Really, we were looking anywhere possible. This is the kind of call where you literally call in, all hands on deck, and it's just a great example of community and our law enforcement and our firefighters and everybody that helped out coming together and doing what needed to be done to find this young child.
And as far as you know, this area is a lot of heavy wooded areas, pockets of it, correct?
Yeah, it's a great neighborhood. There's a lot of wooded areas. There's a lot of brush areas. There's some parks nearby, some small ponds. And so we were really doing kind of a grid search of each of those areas, just knowing that there was a lot of people, a lot of places that a small child could be hiding. They could be scared. We were literally exhausting every possible option out there to find this young child.
As far as you know, he just wandered off, no argument or anything like that. When he got back.
Yeah, great question. We still don't know what led up to him disappearing this morning or what caused him to go missing. Those will be things that our detectives will certainly be looking at throughout their early afternoon and evening tonight, is piecing exactly what happened. So I don't have those details right now, but good questions that we'll definitely be asking.
And he's in great shape.
As far I walked past him, I obviously kept my distance because I'm sure he's pretty scared, but from what we've heard, he's good, probably really scared. It's probably been a long day, and so we'll certainly be making sure that he's taken care of well.
So he has at this point reunited with his family.
I'm not even, when I came down here, we had literally just found him. I was coming down to do a different update to all of you, and best news that we can have is that he's located, and we're going to get him back to his family, if he isn't already there.
See, I'm assuming, I don't know if this is family that's running fast right now. But
Good question. I hadn't had a chance to connect with the family. We had detectives that were working with them, so. Great, and thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate your patience as we were trying to get updates out, so thank you so much.